Way up. To Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and ladies and gentlemen, she's back. Lindsay Granger is here.
I'm back. Thanks for having me.
I love that you're guest co-hosting today and came in here with all amazing, beautiful things and energy.
Oh, thank you. Every time I'm here, I feel like it's a good vibe. So when I'm in New York, I'm like, I got to make this happen.
Yay. All right. Well, listen, so much to talk about today. It's also a Wealth Wednesday. So we're going to be having a conversation with Joi-Lin Hunt today for Wealth Wednesday about helping your business thrive. When I tell you she's got a crazy, incredible story, she's a business attorney, a serial entrepreneur, but she went through a lot personally before she got on track to where she is today. Literally had her husband shoot at her.
Wow. So
we'll talk about all of that during Wealth Wednesday. But let's start the show with some love and some positivity. Let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up.
We gon' light the block up. I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with my guest co-host today, Lindsay Granger, with all the good news.
Hey, y'all.
Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my man, Colin Boyd.
Right.
Because, listen, we work together and we are together. But we have a production company together, and I have been back and forth out of the state traveling for some other opportunities that I've had. And he just straight up took the wheels and the reins and has been running this production company. He's about to actually go shoot a reality show in Myrtle Beach tomorrow. So he's locked in some things for us and done so much, and I think he is a fantastic director, and I just love him so much. Yeah, I'm getting demoted. We had this back and forth, who's the CEO, who's the CEO, whatever. He's like, what are these titles about? We co-own the company. So he can be the CEO, he can be whatever. He got it. Shine the light on him.
I love that. It can work, working with your significant other.
I was against it for so long, but you know what? It makes it easy. We just go home, debrief, and call it a day.
And then sometimes you also got to show your appreciation, because people feel like they don't get, sometimes we take things for granted. So it's nice that you can show Colin your appreciation.
Right. Especially if you talk and you're in a relationship, you're like, okay, we talked already today. It's like, no, we talked about work. Right? No, we got to talk about, okay, love you, blah, blah, blah. So thank you so much, Colin.
I love you.
All
right. Well, Noah, how are you?
Good.
Who would you like to shine a light on?
My dad.
Tell us about your dad, Noah.
He do construction.
He does construction? So tell me why you want to shine a light on him.
He's a good father.
He's a good father? How old are you, Noah?
13.
All right, well, shout out to you and your dad. Sounds like you guys have a great relationship. When's the last time y'all hung out and had some father-son time?
Last week.
What'd y'all do?
We went fishing.
All right, well, Noah, thank you for calling. A man of few words, but he gets right to the point.
All right.
Take care. That was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you could leave a message for last word. When we come back, we have your Yee Tea, and I'm here with Lindsay Granger, and we got to talk about Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne on this album. There were rumors that she was going to be on Lil Wayne's new album. We'll tell you she made it on there. We'll talk about it, plus how many albums Lil Wayne sold first week. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to him.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Lindsay Granger is here, guest hosting today.
Hey.
This is so funny because I don't know if you heard this rumor, but there was this rumor going around that Doug Christie was suing Chris Webber for $4.6 million because of the paternity of Jackie Christie and Doug Christie's child. So that was the rumor, that Chris Webber was really the father.
And this is crazy to come up at this big age of this child. She's in her 30s.
And so this rumor was so rampant that my girl Keys was at my house and she was like, did you hear that Doug Christie and I was like, wait, I don't know if because anyway, Chris Webber, who normally would not address such a thing, went on social media and said this.
You can't believe everything you read, see, or hear on the internet. So I'm going to take this opportunity to issue my one and only advisory. If you have a platform and you have content with my name attached to lies, take it down now. And to those that started the rumor, I dare you not to take it down. I dare you to repeat a lie.
Wow. So I wonder if that means he's going to sue some of these places.
Yeah, I guess he didn't flat out say it because that's going to be a lot of lawsuits to track down all these podcasts. But, I mean, I guess you're not in a good position if you respond to stuff like this, and you're not in a good position if you don't respond.
I agree, because I was telling you, I was like in the comments, they were like, he didn't flat out deny the rumor though. And so they're like, yeah, so this means it's true because he addressed it. It's like, you just can't win.
Yeah, but that's a terrible rumor to be swirling around, especially because there's a kid involved that's an adult now. Like, what?
And, they talk about how the timelines don't line up with the story, and, but so, yes, I guess that's the truth.
Yeah, I wonder if he's
to the
gonna
matter.
send a lawsuit down. We'll see.
We shall see. Now, let's talk about Nicki Minaj. She has reunited with Lil Wayne. There were rumors that she was going to be on Lil Wayne's The Carter 6, and she's on the remix. So get ready for this. Here is a band from NO.
When I dead them, I don't double back. Peace, shit. Say you're pushing P, okay, rest in P. Shit. About to copy slides, all you do is flip flop. If I send a pic of Shannon, you ain't that sharp. Cause you still can't spell Prague, and that's horrible. Weezy F, baby, and the F is for phenomenal. Rams and shit already fading like a barber. They know it don't decline, so they never face Carter. French vanilla hazelnut at my Starbucks. NFL fire some ziggins and then call us.
Now, I got to ask a question. Let me see. Who should I ask in the room? All right, we'll ask you, Navy, since you're on the board. Can you spell Prague?
Wow, put me on the spot. Prague.
Okay.
Hey!
You can. Do you know where it is?
Europe.
Okay. I think Prague, it was Czech Republic and Prague. It was all Czechoslovakia at one point, right? Is that right, Lindsay?
Yeah, I think...
World of Travel?
World of Travel. We should know this. Yeah, she's getting into the history too far in the weeds. Sounds about right.
I've been to Prague once. That's why.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't even been there.
I've been to Prague once. One day I'll tell the story in my book. But anyway, I still have a bottle of absinthe that I got from there.
Oh, gosh. That's strong.
Yeah. So I have never opened it because I'm nervous. If anybody knows what absinthe is.
How many years ago was this?
A long time ago. You think it's still good?
It probably is, but it's very, very potent. You're gonna
I'll bring
be out
it
of
in.
there.
I'll bring it in. I think you gotta burn sugar. You gotta put it on a spoon and burn sugar or something
Everyone's
crazy.
face looks like, are you trying to kill me?
We're gonna try it, guys. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie, and shout out to Lil Wayne. The Carter 6. The numbers they're saying it looks like it's gonna sell about 110,000 units in the first week.
And when today's numbers, because of so much streaming, is that great, good?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
That is good. All right, well, when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's when we talk about what we did last night. I cannot wait to hear some of your news. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Last night, it's way up with Angela Yee with my guest host, Lindsay Granger.
Hey, guys.
And by the way, shout out to Leon Thomas. His song just played Mud, and he also won Best New Artist at the BET Awards.
As he should.
And he's from Brooklyn.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Period.
Nice.
All right, now, Lindsay, I know you had an interview yesterday.
I had an eventful last night.
For News Nation
Yes.
with Roseanne.
Yes. So, News Nation and The Hill, I've been filling in for them in D.C., and they had Roseanne Barr on, who you guys know or may know in 2018. She got canceled. Basically, they brought Roseanne back. It had almost 28 million viewers around there, and it did really well. And then she started firing off some racist tweets that she blamed on Ambien. Ambien said, no, our drug does not have racist side effects, and it was this back and forth.
She took a black Ambien.
Yes, exactly. So, I was looking forward to the opportunity to talk to her. She has a new documentary out, and I wanted her to kind of explain herself. She talked about a lot of things and trying to get people to understand her. But when I asked her what she would say to Valerie Jarrett if she had the opportunity to sit down woman to woman, this is how the conversation went. So that's why I want to know, if you sat down, no cameras, woman to woman with Valerie Jarrett, what would you say?
Asked the woman. I asked her, come on my show and let's talk it out about I didn't understand your race. How am I to, and then get into my concept, which is race itself is racism.
So her point was that she thought Valerie Jarrett was Iranian, but I tried to explain to her, putting picture next to Planet of the Apes and saying something. That's what it was, to remind you guys. She said a picture of an ape from Planet of the Apes looks similar to Valerie Jarrett mixed with Muslim Brotherhood, create Valerie Jarrett, those two things. And it was very obnoxious. I told her that it offended me, and that she spoke about her history of supporting and by being Roseanne itself, campaigning for communities of color and middle class. But, it's up to you about, not you, Angela, but the public, how they feel about her, because my job was to let her speak for herself, because she didn't get a chance to tell anybody like we do now on talk shows. She just got canceled and we shut her down.
Yeah, she tried to do an apology tweet after that.
Which she says she regrets.
Really?
She said she would not apologize because that kind of makes the cancellation more firm versus just like what Trump does is just, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
She said she should have done that.
Trump never apologized.
Exactly. So she said she should have done that tactic. I mean,
what did you think of her sitting down with her?
It felt very much like, and this is not to, I think what she did was way wrong. And I made that clear. You can watch the whole interview on the Hill, but it felt very much like, when you're talking to your grandma that just says whatever, it felt like that, which more than this woman sitting next to me hates me, but I don't know what a barometer is for racism and all those things. So I'm not going to vouch for her character. I don't know her well enough to say that. I know that she tried to explain herself. People like Monique have come to her defense, the comedian. But I don't know. It depends on what you feel about Monique's and her perspective on Roseanne. I don't know how much this stuff matters to you. I don't know how I walked away just kind of, okay.
They
I'm
wanted
glad
her
we
to
could be a
come back
platform
as a
to share.
ghost on the revival.
Yes, and she was like, heck no. She was like, are you disrespectful? There's
Nothing
so many...
like being a white ghost in a racist America. All right. Well, make sure y'all watch that full interview. You can look at The Hill, right?
Yes, go to The Hill and search for the Roseanne Barr interviews just from yesterday's show. So it should be right at the top.
That's
of the
amazing.
page.
And when we come back, tell us a secret. 800-292-5150. It's a no judgment zone. That's 800-292-5150. Any secret that you have. I'm here with Lindsay Granger. As you can see, she is a professional. So she can just, listen to your secret, not judge you. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Tell us a secret.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Lindsay Granger, you ready for this?
I am.
All right. Well, she's guest hosting today. Every time you hear your facial expressions, but you are so journalistic in your approach to these secrets. I love that about you. It's anonymous. It's a no judgment zone.
We are not judging. We're just listening.
800-292-5150. Anonymous caller. What's your secret?
I work for a really big company, but I've been having nudity phone calls, FaceTime calls with my regional director.
Ooh.
And just seeing him at the conferences and knowing how he is behind closed doors, and I recently just found out that he's still married.
Have y'all just only done FaceTime calls, or have you personally laid down with this man?
So I haven't personally down with him. That's like a line he don't want to cross, and I understand.
That's still cheating, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you chatting all day, you might as well just go over.
Right, we going this far, but
So you didn't know he was married that whole time, or you thought he was divorced or separated?
Oh, he was supposed to be divorced. He done talked about it so many times. We'd be on FaceTime doing the nitty gritty.
Ooh, what you be doing on
yeah,
FaceTime then? How does this go? Give me an example. What y'all be doing?
The whole until we done looking at each other.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you for sharing with us. It's not really your fault. You didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't know.
Now, what happens going forward is different. But,
News reporter voice.
Yeah, have a blessed day.
You too. Hey, anonymous caller. What's good?
Hey, Angela. How you doing?
Good. You want to tell me and Lindsay a secret?
Yeah, my secret is that I've been sleeping with my boss's wife for the last 3 months now.
Oh, you going down. You getting fired.
You don't care about that job.
You better stop playing. It's hard times. Inflation is high.
How'd it happen?
It just happened. The first time, I thought it was going to be a one-shot deal, but then after that, it's been coming more.
And so have you.
Regular. So I've been trying to cut it off, but it's hard.
It's harder when you have no job.
Yeah,
this
another
climate.
joke.
Wait, so look.
I've been working for them for 15 years, so.
Oh, so you've been to her.
Yeah, I've known her for a while, and I've been through relationship issues with her and my boss.
Oh.
I know for some reason she feels comfortable talking to me, but every time we talk, it's.
So you're like the shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, basically.
And then she moves down that shoulder.
And then,
who initiated it? Who was the first one to say, make a move?
She did.
Do you really like her?
It came in. I do like her, but I also, me and my boss are I hate to say it, but we're really good friends. We go golfing. We do a lot of things together.
Sleep with the same women.
Yeah. You guys got a lot in common.
Does he cheat on his wife?
He does. I know that, and his wife is using me to get info from her.
Wait, you're telling her about what he's doing? Come on.
You're snitching.
No. I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her
Why is this the part where
we're going around. Yeah, I didn't tell her all that. I told her, that he does, flirt, but I've never seen him take it to that next level, even though I lie about it.
Well, I hope you make it up to your boss, or you get a different boss, because
I really like the job. It pays very well. I'm just trying to figure out how I could cut it off without causing static.
Right. Well, good luck, sir.
I wish I could just walk away. You know what I'm saying? It's hard though.
Well, if you find a new job,
yeah,
similar industry,
I would start looking if I was
start looking, and that's an easy way out.
That's just me. But, yeah. All right. Well, thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you can always leave a message and tell a secret that way. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And let's talk about Serena and Venus Williams. They are going to be working with Elon Musk in a way, right?
Yes, on his X platform.
So we got questions.
I know Don Lemon got questions.
We got questions. All right. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with Lindsay Granger, my guest host for the day. What an honor.
Thank you. It's an honor for me to be here.
And let's get into this Yee tea. So Serena and Venus Williams have a show, a video podcast that is going to be premiering on X in August.
Yes.
What do you think about that? Because, you know, Elon Musk, for a lot of people right now, is kind of like the anti.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like him. My first thought was like, what does Don Lemon think? And the only reason I say that is because, you know, he had his podcast on X that lasted a day.
Until
pretty
he did
much.
an interview with Elon Musk.
So it's like, now if Serena, who's very vocal, speaks up for something that Elon, like, how does that go? And is he going to start a trend of letting people go that disagree with him? Like, I mean, but mind you, I also don't like when people come from a place of better than like, oh, I'm not taking money to do this video podcast when people want to hear Serena's voice and hear Venus's voice. I don't think that that's good when X is one of the most popular and biggest platforms out there.
But I also do feel like Serena and Venus could get a deal anywhere.
For sure. They shouldn't have any issues doing that.
Yeah, so, so this is definitely a choice. Now, I can't tell people what to do and what not to do, and am I going to watch it? It's going to be on other platforms. It just debuts on X.
But
so
what about if the
choose
money
to watch
is
it somewhere
the best
else.
at X? Would you still, I mean, not that it's not, you have to always think about money, but like, what are we talking about? Are there other platforms offering her
And it could be ownership as well. Who knows what this situation is. But I do feel like they're in a space to be able to command anything from them. I could see that. So, you know, we're taking it day by day. I love me some Serena and Venus.
And I'll be tuned in. And hopefully Elon Musk backs up a little bit from politics. He said he wanted to. We'd love to see that.
All right. And speaking of tennis, Coco Gauff made history. She's the first American woman to win the French Open since Serena Williams in 2014. And the youngest to do so since Serena's run in 2002. All right.
She should be applauded.
And she was also at the New York Liberty game last night, and she got the biggest standing ovation of the night. As she should. You know, it was beautiful to see her. Vanessa Bryant was there as well, alongside Natalia, Bianca, and Capri Bryant. They were all at the Barclays Center. I mean, when I always tell y'all, the New York Liberty games are no joke.
Now I want to go because I've seen them on your Instagram, and now you're talking about it like
I gotta take you. Now, they did play the Chicago Sky. They did win. The New York Liberty is 9-0 right now, so we are on fire.
Nice.
Here in New York. Angel Reese had her best game of the season against the Liberty. And, you know, she's been getting just so much flack for everything. And she was questioned about basically the way that she's been getting criticized so much. And here's what happened.
And the amount of crap that she gets on a day-to-day, she still shows up. Whatever questions y'all got, like, about our team, basketball-wise, we appreciate it. But all the other nonsense, like, it's irrelevant. Just a 23-year-old kid who handles herself with grace. Her crown is heavy.
That's her teammate Ariel Atkins jumping in to defend her. Like, y'all give her a break. You know,
she doesn't
had a great
get any
game.
breaks.
And the other thing that happened is that Clarissa Shields was not happy about losing her Sportswoman of the Year award at the BET Awards. She posted, "Still don't know how I didn't win the Sportswoman of the Year, but congrats to Angel Reese and all the other nominees. I just thought accolades mattered."
See, like, I appreciate being upset that you lost. But, like, you don't have to say the slight shade to somebody who also won. Like, this is a high moment for somebody. The same way I said in Coco Gauff's situation. The challenger lost, and she had kind of slightly rude things to say. It's like, yo, come on. Let's celebrate the winner.
Now, Clarissa Shields said, yes, she does, but who has more accolades, more success in their field? Ain't nobody saying Angel Reese don't have accolades or she not good. I'm saying I thought the person with the most accolades and accomplishments would win. I'm Team Angel Reese.
So this is not objective. Basically, Clarissa Shields has many
She's
more
saying
accolades.
check the numbers, check the stats. But it is something that you vote for.
Yeah, it's a People's Choice kind of award, right?
Now, here's what Angel Reese had to say about winning Sportswoman of the Year.
This is my third one. Obviously, it really meant something to other people today because it's me. And I just focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work. I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. And I can sit here and just mope around and point the finger, but it's been me.
Okay.
I mean, Angel was thrust in the spotlight at a young age. I mean, you know about that, right? You've been that girl since your 20s, but there's a lot of criticism that comes with, you know,
listen, we didn't have social media like that when I started, so it's a whole different world. And you could see she was very emotional about that because I'm sure that hurt. She's probably a fan of Clarissa Shields too, so why the criticism? But that is your Yeetie. When we come back, under the radar, these are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them anyway. And let's talk about it. Have you heard of slave talk? We'll discuss. It's way up.
Oh, gosh.
This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
All right, it's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Lindsay Granger.
I'm back.
And let's get into some of these under the radar stories. So there's a disturbing new trend. It's called slave talk. That's on TikTok.
Crazy.
You and I both aren't on TikTok like that.
I mean, I try. Somebody bought a sweatsuit for me on there, so thank you to you.
Right.
But
so
I gotta do a better post.
But
yeah.
there's these AI generated loops that are showing black men and women picking cotton and then asking for viewers digital gifts to free them.
Right.
So these are AI and it's supposed to look authentic. You saw them. It does look authentic.
And there's a big debate about how much policing or censorship should go on social media. I think a lot of people on the left think we need way more for stuff like this. And then people on the right are like freedom of speech. But like, this is so crazy and racist that, you know, like I don't even understand why anybody who owns a platform would want this type of stuff on their platform. It's not censorship to not.
So every time you get a gift, somebody sends some money. Then there's these messages. Help us leave this plantation. Your gifts buys our freedom.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
It's also weird that AI has gotten this far. I remember like a year ago, the videos looked like trash. This actually looks like a real video.
All right. Now, Donald Trump also yesterday said that he plans to phase out FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, after hurricane season this year. And so right now, it's already been a lot of turmoil going around. There's plummeting morale, workplace reductions. At least 10% of the total staff have left since January. And the agency is projected to lose close to 30% of its workforce by the end of the year. So it's going to go from 26,000 workers to about 18,000. He wants states to take over what they do when it comes to emergency relief. What do you think about that, Lindsay?
Well, at the same time, he criticized states for what they did for emergency relief. I mean, particularly the wildfires most recently in LA. I mean, he criticizes states often, particularly when they have Democratic leadership. And so this is not a great solution. And also, I think that the Republican and the Trump administration have like a repeated history of just trying things and figuring out how it works out later, like with Doge. And
because he doesn't have a long-term plan.
A lot of people are going to be affected negatively by this. So a good plan and cutting waste is always good, but not just on the backs of Americans.
All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. We do have the Way Up Mix at the top of the hour. Plus, it's a Wealth Wednesday, and we have Joi-Lin Hunt joining us. And she is an attorney, but she also is a serial entrepreneur, and she's gone through a lot, including dealing with financial abuse. And we'll talk about all of that. If you don't know what that is, this is interesting. I also feel like that ties into what's going on with this whole Diddy situation where people talk about financial abuse and what that looks like.
Yeah.
But we'll discuss that. It's Way Up.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my guest host, Lindsay Granger.
I'm back.
We back, baby. And make sure y'all go check out her Roseanne interview for News Nation with The Hill.
Yep.
All right. Tisha Campbell recently talked about a mommy makeover that she had. She was talking to Entertainment Tonight at the BET Awards on the red carpet. And here's what she said.
I recently got plastic surgery. It was a mommy makeover. I had extra skin from the baby and a little bit of droppage here and a little bit of droppage there, and they tightened me together. You know, we should be feeling good about ourselves.
You know, I like that she was honest about that because you don't have to tell anybody when you do work.
Right.
Right. And a lot of people would be like, I would never, until they're like, I should give myself a little fix up here.
And I also felt her energy through the clip. She's like truly happy about it. So if it makes you that happy, go for it.
Yeah.
I always say that. You shouldn't be doing it for any other reason besides your happiness.
They were really funny too at the awards when the whole little Usher reenactment
that
Kevin Hart did. All right, now Chris Brown recently spoke up about sneaking out alone to cope with fame. He posted, "Fun fact, I like to sneak out by myself when I'm in different cities. It helps me feel human and normal. That's really important for my mental due to the fact that I just can't walk around freely during the day. Keeps me grounded. Being secluded from some parts of everyday life activities will drive you insane. Being isolated all the time. Cook, remain humble and grateful."
I actually appreciate that he takes some time to himself. I always wondered that about celebrities, but also I would have loved to have been the random pedestrian that runs into him on the street.
Yeah.
And be like, Chris Brown.
Andre 3000 does stuff like that.
And I appreciate it. Every time people run into him, I think, I don't know. I mean, I guess it is probably hard for anybody to move around freely.
Well, Chris Brown, if you ever feel like taking the subway in New York, let me know. I'll have you on the train. Sometimes people don't pay attention. People really be in their phone, not looking around.
Unless Bad Bunny, when he was down there, I think it was like a year ago. That was crazy. Everybody knew.
All right, and Mariah Carey is teaming up with L.A. Reid again, and that is for her major comeback. You know, she was at the BET Awards. She said it was her first time getting a BET Award, the Icon Award. Is that crazy?
That sounds a little crazy. It seems like she should have got like 5 of those.
Well, she is a 5-time Grammy winner. Funny you say 5.
Well,
but Gamma Music is where she's going to be. It's an independent music company that's helmed by Larry Jackson. And yes, she's going to be doing that.
I'm excited because Emancipation of Mimi was really, really good when she came back. So just come back with that same energy or better. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we have another classic.
You know, her last full-length release was Caution in 2018. And so this is going to be her first new project since then. They don't have a release date yet.
But they need to just go ahead and get Jermaine Dupri. Stop playing. We all know that's the secret sauce.
And Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford are going to be fighting in Vegas for the unified super middleweight title. That's going to take place on September 13th. This is boxing's most anticipated fight in years. So get ready for that to go down. I might have to fly out to Vegas for that one.
I'm not gonna lie, I know nothing about boxing, but I have a dream of sitting in Vegas with like a fur on or whatever you need to have on at
what do you need to have on?
You know what Frank Lucas had on. Did he have on a fur? That's when he started getting in trouble.
Well, then you need to go to Detroit and see Clarissa Shields fight.
Invite me to Detroit.
And that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. Any question you have, Lindsay and I are going to help you out. That's 800-292-5150. It's way up.
Hey, everybody,
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Lindsay Granger.
Hi.
And we want to give you some advice. 800-292-5150. We got Deja on the line. What's up, girl?
What's going on, Deja?
Hey, girl.
What is your question today?
Why do men think females cheat so much?
What's going on with you?
Okay, so I have a dude, and he just goes to my phone constantly. And, like, he says he's trusting me, but, like, he just has an issue. Like, he'll just take my phone in the bathroom. I'm like, what?
That's crazy. Why does he have the password?
I want to stable that trust. Like, I ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah, but he's going through your phone. Like, to me, privilege get taken away if you're taking my phone in the bathroom.
Right, you're violating. And also, what's he up to? Because a lot of times them thoughts cross your mind when you're doing something unsavory.
I did go through his phone last night, right? And I did find some stuff.
Oh, there you go. All right, so
wait, what type of stuff?
So he's a professor, but like it wasn't like a flirting for. It was like a how you doing? But it was like at 8:00 at night. So I don't know how to feel.
Yeah. And does he know you went through his phone? Did you tell him?
No.
Well, he knows now.
Well, you need to tell him. Deja, you need to be.
Well, he knows now.
He has no problem going through your phone. You need to tell him, by the way, I saw what was in your phone. Every time you go through my phone, I already know you up to something. And that's how I'm going to look at it. And I saw this, and now I don't trust you.
There you go. But, like, my bills are he pays my bills, y'all.
You said what?
He pays her bills.
Oh,
I'm not that girl, but my bills are paid from him. I ain't got to worry about no meal.
Well, if you're saying I'm okay with him going through my phone, taking my phone in the bathroom, doing all these things, and texting people at night because he pays my bills, that's a choice.
And it also sounds like, that control thing you were talking about earlier with your financial
abuse.
Yeah, like he's in control of your phone and your money. So now it's like he knows that he has the ultimate control, which is not really that healthy.
True. That was very, very big brain y'all to say that. Financial control. I like that.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got a lot of life ahead of you. So, just see if this is the one. If not, 20s are for experimentation.
True. You never know. Okay, yeah. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I mean, these are red flags if you ask me.
Angela's like, leave right now.
No, so fine though. Hey, girl,
He's so fine. He got so much money. She's like, I can't do it.
Yeah, but look, if you want to compromise what it is that would make you happy, remember that's a choice.
Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't hold my hand when you said
good luck, Deja.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
She like, nah, I'm staying.
Yeah, she's like, I was calling you up for advice. She's a friend that doesn't really want it.
All right. Well, that was Ask Yee. 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you could leave a message and we can talk that way. And when we come back, speaking of financial abuse, Joi-Lin Hunt is going to be joining us for Wealth Wednesday. She's an attorney, a serial entrepreneur, an author, a business coaching influencer, but she's been through a lot to get there. We'll talk about it. It's way up.
Had a dream of living wealthy, and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. But it's a Wealth Wednesday. Of course, my partner, Stacey Tisdale, is here with me.
We're really excited. We have Joy Hunt here today, and she is the founder at See You at the Bank University Business Group. Serial entrepreneur like crazy. You're in hair. You're in hair extensions. You're in auto. You're in everything. Tax prep, gym, fitness, business coaching. How does somebody who starts out as a lawyer see all these business opportunities?
I don't like to look at title, so I'm looking like, where is the money? Where do I see an opportunity? And that's where I go.
So what was the first business that you did?
My very first business was my law practice. I quit working for a law firm doing asset protection, and I went and started the Hunt Law Group.
Mm-hmm. And I know you had a lot of business success with your partner. Then you really kind of went through it personally. And that's led you to change everything, and now you've just built these amazing franchises and everything else. Can you tell us a little bit about that personal story?
3 years ago, I was in a toxic marriage, 10 years, and it turned abusive. And I was like, you know what, girl, you need to leave. 3 weeks later, we're still working together, like just going through a divorce. And then he shot at me at our dealership.
What?
In front of our son. And I had to just pack up and move to Florida because my brother was in Orlando. That's how I got to Orlando.
Wow.
And then a month later, he took all the money out of the accounts, locked me out of our businesses. And so February of 2022, my mom paid my rent.
And then legally, there wasn't anything you could do about that.
So we're in litigation right now.
Right now, it's a Wealth Wednesday. I'm with Stacey Tisdale, and we are talking to Joi-Lin Hunt, serial entrepreneur and business coaching influencer.
Domestic violence cases, how most 99% of them actually start in financial abuse.
Correct.
And you were really in a financially abusive relationship.
So when you're with a controlling person, you don't see it in the beginning. Slowly but surely over time, I would notice bank accounts I don't have access to, or the cards I have access to have different amounts than what he has access to.
So you had a lower limit.
And then as it got later, now I really try to voice my opinion, then that's when he'll throw things or start yelling. And so that was, whenever he got violent, I would then just be quiet because I don't want to have any kind of confrontation. Mm-hmm. And so, but over time, it's like, well, this is a pattern. Like, and I keep wanting him to change versus, girl, you need to remove yourself from the situation. So financial abuse is real. By the time a woman realizes she is being financially abused, I think it's too late. They've already moved things around, or you're already stuck. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you don't have your own income. So for me, he's just, I'm going to block you from your income. So now I got to start all the way back over.
What would you tell women who find themselves in this situation?
You need to go get a plan. So you can't just leave. Mm-hmm. Because if you just leave abruptly, number one, you probably don't have money to leave. Number two, you don't want to like tick them off. Don't tell the plan to anyone except to a close person that you know. That may mean you may have to go get a job or, you know, get a certificate in real estate. Like, go actually start earning some money, because the second you leave, it's going to be lights out.
I appreciate you for sharing that, because I see so many times women who are in situations and people kind of act like, well, why didn't she just leave? Well, you stayed and he did X, Y, and Z to you and you saw what was going on, but it's not as simple as saying, what he said, what he put his hands on me, I'm out. Normally, it does not happen that way.
Correct.
Joi-Lin Hunt is here with us, and we have more with her when we come back for Wealth Wednesday. She's going to help you if you're starting a business, you're a serial entrepreneur. But if you also need some life advice, it's Way Up.
Had a dream of living wealthy, and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Stacey Tisdale and your business bestie, bestie, Joi-Lin Hunt.
So in addition to being part of your tribe, what are some of the other things you teach entrepreneurs who come for your coaching business?
So I teach you, number one, how to structure your business to make sure that your assets are protected by layering multiple things. So parent companies, holding companies, trust, those kinds of things. I teach entrepreneurs how to get free money for their business with business grants.
Ooh, need that.
So a lot of times business owners are going to take on all this debt, credit cards, lines of credit, loans, just to get the business open, not realizing getting it open is just one step.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
Now we have to get this bad boy going. We got to get clients coming in. We got to have inventory.
And that all costs money.
And so when you exhaust all your resources and go into debt, my analogy is that's the monkey around your neck. That's that stress, because now you got to get out of that. So I want to teach entrepreneurs how to get free money for their business to start, scale, and grow their business.
What's great about grants is that you don't have to pay them back.
Correct.
Now, you also are known as the business bestie.
Yes.
So tell me, where did that title, who dubbed you the business bestie?
I dubbed myself the business bestie.
I love it.
So when I started going online on my new venture, I was like, I want to combine my legal areas of expertise, but I've been in business for 20 years. So I know everything that can go wrong in business, because either I've been there or I've helped someone get through it. So I'm kind of combining both worlds, the business side and the legal side, together as your business bestie.
Right now, it's a Wealth Wednesday. I'm with Stacey Tisdale, and we are talking to Joi-Lin Hunt, serial entrepreneur and business coaching influencer. What would you say are the 3 biggest challenges that we have as far as starting a new business, being an entrepreneur?
The 3 biggest challenges is, number one, not realizing that you're starting a 7-figure brand from day one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we just get a logo, a website, and just start the business, and we don't protect it. We don't trademark our name.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get an LLC. We're just out here doing things, and then when someone takes your name, or if you get sued for something, now you're losing your assets. So not treating your business like it's a real business in the beginning. Number 2, I would say not understanding how to market their business. They put all their time into getting it open, and then it's like, well, just because the door's open, the clients aren't just running in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand how to market your business. Number 3 is they go into way too much debt in the beginning. They feel like they have to have everything to start, and I believe in make money by Monday. Just go sell your product right now in as raw shape as possible to get a sale, to figure out what it is that the streets want. Once you get exactly what it is that they want, and you have a system, I call it proof of concept, then go take the funding and then 10x that.
Who's your target audience for your coaching program?
3 different people. Number 1 is going to be my startup. They're trying to get it going, or they got the business but they don't have any sales, and they're trying to figure, how do I get this bad boy going? Number 2 is going to be a 6-figure entrepreneur who is stuck at a ceiling. I can't get past this income. I need to tweak something, but what is it? And my 3rd one is the monkey is on my neck. I have gotten into a problem and I don't know how to get out of this.
And what's the process?
I have a mentorship program, I have consultations, and I have a community. So
Okay.
I can kind of fit you in one of those price points.
And where can people find you?
You can find me at seeyouatthebank.com, on Instagram and TikTok, joyhunt_ESQ, JOIHUNT_ESQ.
Well, thank you so much to Joi-Lin Hunt for joining us for Wealth Wednesday. You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, it's Way Up With Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Lindsay Granger.
Hey, y'all. What you laughing at?
Nothing. I was refreshing myself on Tamika Mallory's book.
Right.
And there's just some shocking moments in here. Shout out to Tamika Mallory. It was her birthday recently.
I know. Happy birthday to her.
Also, the other thing that's so cute, when you follow Lindsay on social media, the picture of her, did Kinsley draw that picture of you?
Oh my God, so embarrassing. My 30-year-old brother drew that picture of me, and I thought it was so disrespectful that I put it as my profile picture. But yes, we can say Kinsley drew it because it looks so crazy. And everybody's like, take it down, you're professional. I'm like, at this point,
funny,
it's like Rihanna.
It. Yeah. Lindsay Granger TV. Make sure you guys follow her, and she'll be back tomorrow.
I will.
Again, also, thank you to Joi-Lin Hunt for joining us today, and she will help your business thrive as a serial entrepreneur. She's got an amazing, amazing story. Watch that full interview on Way Up With Yee. And of course, you guys know this is your show. So you have, before that, make sure you check out that Roseanne Barr interview.
Oh, yeah. Check it out on The Hill, guys, because it got real spicy in there, but we had a great conversation.
Did you like her as a person, talking to her?
I thought she was calm. I said she reminded me of somebody's grandmother that just says whatever, but, she was very calm. It didn't give me, I felt uncomfortable in any way.
Okay.
But, we've seen Gayle King do really uncomfortable interviews, and she was not uncomfortable either, so that's just part of the job, right?
All right, well, fair enough. All right, well, this is your show, so you have the last word.
I feel like we're going to learn to forgive each other in order to be better in life. You never know what that person went through and why they treat you the way they've been treated, because hurt people hurt people.
Hey, good morning. My name is Janika. I'm calling to shine a light on my boyfriend, Devon Brinston. He was a sergeant. He got promoted to lieutenant. I just want to say congratulations, baby. I'm so proud of you, and it's only up from here. I love you.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.